Right, we rolling. What up, man? This is
We roll.
Beyond the Roll podcast. It's Kwame with your boy.
Zoe, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the new episode 31, I think, or
Something like that.
31.
Yeah, we in the 30s. 31, man.
Let's
But
go.
yeah, dude, so we talk about the fights. You had Zhang Weili versus Tatiana Suarez. I kind of knew what was gonna happen. You know, I already knew Zhang
Okay.
was gonna piece her up. Right now, she's my favorite female UFC fighter.
Same.
She just gets down, dude, and she can do it all, bro. She can do it all. So, you know, Tatiana took her down, but Zhang Li will find her way back up because she's got some good jujitsu, and she was just piecing her up, bro. I was like, there it is, dude. Like, people were like, she was the underdog too. I couldn't believe that shit. I'm like,
Yeah, I was
what?
insane, bro. I'm like, what the hell? I know Tatiana was undefeated, right? She's a
Yeah,
wrestler. So, got all this hype. I'm like, bro, this is a champ. And she's like, it's not like it's her first title defense or anything.
nope. And you saw the size difference too. Like Tatiana was big, bro, compared to her, and yeah, man, that just shows you like the jujitsu, and you know she was defending those takedowns, and then she just man, her striking was just on point,
It
dude.
was on
She
point.
just
She had 14 takedown defenses.
wow, dude, that
So
was crazy.
14 out of 15 takedown like reversals, bro. And like clean.
Mm-hmm.
Clean. That was like the fight of the night to me, at least.
And you know, I was a little worried when Tatiana got her and like side control or something, but I was like, she'll figure a way to get out,
Yeah.
dude, and she did.
That was the first round, right?
Yeah, because she's so big, but I don't really see her losing for a long time. I guess they're trying to make a match with her and like Shevchenko or something. I saw like,
Yeah.
this is the match to
Saw that.
make. I was like, that'll be fire.
Right.
But yeah, man. I
For
mean,
sure.
she's holding, to me, her and like Shevchenko are just like keeping the women's division alive, bro. Everything else has just been kind of whack, to be honest with you. But send some more Chinese fighters, dude. Because her last fight with what was her name? Yan Zhang Weili versus
Blachowicz?
Yan.
Oh,
No, this female
no.
fighter. Was that during the fucking? Was that during Noche? They had Zhang Weili. Let me look over her last fight, but
Yeah. I'm not sure.
dude,
But
it
it
was a
was a
banger.
dominant performance, bro.
It was a banger, that
Yeah.
last fight. Tatiana Suarez last year. Yan, I can't even say her last name. Yan Exonyan. I don't know. Go check out her last fight in 2024.
Yeah.
Versus another,
Okay.
I believe Yan, maybe, is that how you say? Yeah, I believe she's also from China. Dude, that was a fucking banger. That's when she put her out, right? Didn't she like choke her out and she felt Yan
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
saved by the bell
Yep.
or some shit?
She went unconscious.
Dude, that fight was crazy.
Yeah, I think the ref didn't see what was going on, but she like came back.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So then you got Dricus and Strickland. It's kind of like exactly what we were
What you
gonna
think of that,
say.
bro?
I mean,
We called it.
called it.
I listened to the podcast.
Mhm.
Called it. It's gonna go decision. Strickland's gonna
Defense.
be patient. I listened to it on yesterday. I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, it wasn't too exciting. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of just like, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna go to sleep. I wasn't too hyped on that fight, bro. A few moments when Dricus broke his nose, I was like, oh shit, you know. But other than that,
Yeah,
I was kind
for
of
sure.
just like, but you know, like I was talking about, Dricus, you know, try to take him down, and he did. He tried to take him down. I think in the maybe like third, tried to take him down. I was like, couldn't take him down. I guess
I think they made like an agreement, right? Like not to take each other down.
yeah,
I could be wrong though.
he still went for it, but I don't know. I don't know how great his takedowns are. I know Marab was showing him some takedowns in the Vegas parking lot or something. I don't know if you saw that clip. And he was
in the embedded vlog.
I just saw like it on Instagram. Like he was showing Dricus
No,
like, oh look, this is how you get somebody's back and take him down. And Dricus was like, oh, all right, dude. If you can train with Marab, if Dricus can train with Marab, dude, that's fucking crazy. But yeah, you know, I don't know. Strickland is not one of my favorite fighters, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Dricus, not. I don't have anything against him, but I don't really look forward to his fights either, just because I don't really like his style. Like I like the precision punches. I like combos. I like nice takedowns. I like jujitsu. He's kind of just like a
Yeah.
big motherfucker, and he just like those like wild ass shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know what you thought of the fight, but that's kind of how I felt. But I was just like, no knockout, no nothing, bro. I don't know, no real combos. I don't know. I gotta watch it again, but I didn't really get nothing out of it. I don't
I
know.
I did like a lot of the spinning attacks Dricus had. Like he had a lot of like wheel
Mm,
kicks and spinning elbows. Some of them didn't connect, but yeah, DDP really doesn't have like this style where it's like kung fu or it's like taekwondo. It's just it is a lot of just like spray and pray, if that makes
mm-hmm.
sense. But you know, that's what we had. That's the card we had, UFC 312. We did have some first round knockouts though. I don't know if you saw that Teixeira guy, Brazilian, made his
I
debut.
saw a couple. Yeah,
Elbowed
yeah,
Tafa
yeah, yeah.
Elbow top for like 30 seconds. And also the Indian fighter made his debut and he lost in like
Oh,
19
he got
seconds.
knocked
It was like
out.
the
Yeah,
first fight of the card. Yeah, bro. It's like that sucks, bro. Like that sucks. Representing a whole nation of India. How many people are in
like
India, bro? Like
billion, 1 billion,
yeah,
1.4.
like a billion
Yeah,
people, bro. There was probably hella people watching that fight, and that ending up that way is just like that's brutal,
that was
bro. That's brutal.
crazy.
I did think the ref stopped it early. He as soon as he got knocked down, he like kind of bundled up and then he went for like a double leg,
Mm,
showing that maybe he had, you know, still a lot of fight in him, but the ref called it off. So that's pretty unfortunate. But besides those things, it was kind of like a, you know, the card was
yeah, it was all right. It
it's
was like whatever.
it was all right. Yeah,
Give it like
yeah.
a 6.5, maybe 7.
Yeah, I give White Lee's performance the
I
performance of
hope
the
she
night
got
though.
performance of the night. I mean, I hope she got a bonus because she was good, man. They got to just get her with the right matchups. I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard. I don't know how hard Dana is looking for women fighters, but I would say look at China, man, and Japan. I
Yeah,
think they,
Japan.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you're right.
Um, oh, some random. I wanted to talk to you about. Remember,
Let's get it.
I was talking about like Drakus. I was like, man, he needs to do that Cain Velasquez style. Just take him down and just ground and pound him because he's got some power, bro, and he can hold someone
Yeah,
down.
for
If he can
sure.
get someone down, and it's funny they released the. I don't know how long it's been out. Maybe I've seen it in the past,
Yeah.
but it came up on my feed. The
Mhm.
no commentary, just fighter audio of the Connor and Habib fight, and you can hear Habib's corner. His coach is like
Yeah.
Cain Velasquez style, literally just saying that.
He said it like 5
Yeah,
times, right?
honestly,
Or
I've
more,
never heard
like
him say that, dude. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's what I always say, because I always say like Cain Velasquez's ass. That's basically like take him down,
yeah.
few punches,
Yeah, yeah.
take down, and just fuck him up, dude. The fucking
I think you said that like last pod. You're like Cain Velasquez style.
yeah.
True.
And I guess the only way you can learn that is from fucking, I guess, Cain Velasquez. But Habib, you can see that he has some of that Cain Velasquez swagger in him, dude. That like the way he beats people down is, from guard, bro. He can fuck you up from the guard. But I
Yeah.
always like watching that fight over, just like all the shit talking, and Habib's like, "Let's talk now," and then he was just fucking him up, and then you got Islam in the corner. He's like, "Settle,
He was
settle,
hype.
settle." Another guy's in the back. He's like, kill him, break his arm," and you can see like Habib was trying to set up like I don't know if he was trying to do a Kimura. He was trying to set something up on Connor. Like every time I watch it, I see something a little different. But Connor had it
Mhm.
going in the third. That was the only round he won, I think. I looked it up. And
Yeah.
dude, like Habib, no way he can beat at that time Connor standing. There's just no way Connor would fucking piece him up. But he did good like in the third protecting the takedowns. I'm like, he just gassed out, like you said. He gassed out. But that was
It's just that first round. Connor did a great job. I did watch it back. You sent
yeah.
it to me. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Like I was watching it back and I saw Connor's like takedown defense, which was very, very impressive. Seeing his legs kind of bend, he was like super flexible, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and he was able to hold his own. But it just seemed like the time was just so crazy. Like it didn't see like the very first round. It felt like the time went super fast, and the second round when Connor's in the guard, it felt like the time was a lot
Slow
slower.
motion, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
I was
weird.
like,
Yeah.
"What?" They're like, 2 minutes, 1 minute. I'm like, "Yo, that's insane how the time kinda just moves," and I'm like it is like a different world when you see the fighter standing than once you're on the
Yeah.
ground. Say if you're in the headlock, you can't think of anything else. Like everything's like all your vision's all like, and then once you're standing, you have like the whole arena there.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like it's
crazy.
weird. Plus, like I don't know how the fighters do that.
Um, I mean, damn. So, like, from what you saw right
Mhm.
there, did you feel like Connor was like a black belt in jiu? Would you say he's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu? Like after that performance,
Mm.
I don't know.
What I
'Cause
don't honestly with Connor's jiu-jitsu, a lot of people uh what is it? Who says that Connor's not like a real black belt? There's a
Islam,
lot of people that say that
I think Islam.
yeah,
A lot of people like people call him out.
definitely is not his strong suit just because, Connor's known for that flashy style when it lean that leg with it in the southpaw position, getting those like kind of those feints and all that stuff is what he's really known for, bouncing back and forth. But I want to say he's like, I mean, he seems like a solid grappler in general, just like with his takedown defense. If you're defending any takedown from
That's
Habib,
what I'm saying.
you got to know some
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Like I think he's really they really underestimated him because like
Hmm.
just look how good he did against Habib. I mean, that's pretty good, dude, to make it that far. I feel like if his cardio was better, um, but now I'm just like, damn, like what would Marab do versus Habib? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like both in their prime, like that would be an interesting fight if they can get at somewhere in the same weight. Um, but damn, I'm just like Connor. It's not like Connor lost in like the first round or something. I mean, he kept
Nah,
up, or like a prime Connor versus like an Islam or something like that. Like shit, that would be crazy ass fight, dude. Like,
I did see a clip where Connor was talking about like the week of that fight against Habib, he was drinking a lot. And he couldn't really explain why. He's like, it's that venom in me or something. And
damn,
then he was just drinking during the fight camp, which is like, it's crazy how kind of the mentality these fighters have. A lot of pressure they put on themselves, walking out, hundreds of freaking thousands of people watching you. There's got to be a lot of pressure and anxiety. So maybe that kind of helps them relax or something. But John Jones has like a similar approach, or
yeah,
he used to at
yep,
least. Going crazy week of uh fight week, and it's like I don't know what the psychology is behind that, but it was interesting hearing Connor saying that he did drink quite a bit leading up to that fight.
yeah. I think John Jones said like he would use it as a excuse, like, oh, if I lost, I can say I was partying. But I think also it's just kind of like a distraction, you know, from the fight a little bit. Like you
Hmm.
get out there and you're this kind of mid cap. I don't know, but yeah, the alcohol, depending on how much you drink. I mean, he is Irish, bro, so he probably drinks a lot, and yeah, it could affect you, man. I mean, you're training, you want to use everything, like you want to have the best nutrition, the best recovery, but
Hmm.
who knows, man? But I'm like, damn, all it takes is one good shot from Connor, though. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
anything could
you're right.
I feel like anything could have happened. I mean, he had that nice like that fucking that Connor uppercut on him. That shit was crazy, bro. Like, I just like, damn, what if it stayed up standing like a little longer? If
Yeah,
Habib was like, you know what, fuck it,
we
let's
never know.
stand. Like Connor,
He did stand for a little bit. I was
he got
surprised,
some
but
hits
he
on
couldn't.
him.
He couldn't hang.
Nah, he couldn't hang. You heard him screaming, take him down, take him down. Connor started working on him, just like
Yeah,
I was like, dude. I'm just saying, dude, Connor is a phenomenal striker, bro. Like that shit was crazy.
for sure.
But yeah, man,
Taporia drinks fight week
he
too.
does.
Like he drinks wine.
I think you know what? I don't think a little bit of wine is that bad, bro. Like a glass of wine. Like I mean, I don't know how much he's drinking a bottle or what, but
Yeah.
I feel like a little bit of
Well, he's
wine
like cutting too.
it helps with the cut. Yeah, you drink wine, that's just, it's gonna dehydrate you for sure.
Yeah.
Kind of calm you down a little bit. Um, it's from Spain, but they be drinking a lot of wine. Those motherfuckers. It's like water. But I heard some bodybuilders talk about that. They drink like a little bit of vodka the day before the fucking show to be like
Yeah.
let
I
that
think
water
Ronnie
out.
Coleman. It
Yeah, there
was.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah. He did that. I think someone tried to like sabotage him. They're like, oh, you gotta drink some of this, but it like dried him out,
Hmm.
so he ended up winning that one.
I think the
So it's
problem
like,
is drinking and then eating. Like if you're gonna drink Like when if I drink, like I'm gonna want to eat like chicken wings, all this shit. But I think if
Right.
you're just drinking a little bit of wine or a little bit of the vodka, I don't think it's that bad.
Mhm.
But Habib's just locked in, bro. You know that fool don't drink. He don't do shit. Like he ain't partying at all. They're
No
like the
video
opposite.
games, none.
Nothing, bro. But yeah, man. I did watch the Super Bowl. You know,
Okay.
and man, I mean, NFL just keeps getting softer and softer, man. Like the first play, the receiver like barely touched the dude. Like in
A
the,
PI?
yeah, it was pass interference. Barely touched the other
Mhm.
guy in the helmet. Like barely tapped him. Even the fucking the commentators are like, I don't know about that call, Bill, whatever. You know, so I'm just like, there was like a lot of flags, and then in a big game like that, I'm just like, you can't just be calling
Mhm.
all this shit. Just like let them play, you know. But yeah, Kansas City got whooped on, bro. I was like, this shit is fucking crazy,
Bad.
bad, bro.
Bad.
But they already had two, right? How many fucking two or three or two?
2 in a
Two?
row.
Like, come on, let someone else win, dude. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the halftime show, man, Kendrick Lamar came out. That shit was. I thought it was dope, dude. I was like, this is fucking dope. And he came out with the fucking Grand National fucking car, or whatever, that old school. He had it right there. All these motherfuckers hopping out of the car, and he did all his classic songs. I thought it went hard, dude. And then fucking diss Drake, dude, fucking on national live television, bro. He looked in the camera straight at his face, bro, and straight dissed him, bro. He looked straight dead in the camera, bro. He's like, "Say Drake, I heard you like him young." I was like, "Damn, that's embarrassing, bro." Everybody's watching,
For real.
grandmas, kids, everyone's watching it. I always watch the Super Bowl, bro. Like even if I I haven't really been watching football the last like fucking 10 years, not really. I always just watch Super Bowl, bro. Usually like with the family, whatever, or I go to a party. But
It's
damn,
like a
bro,
thing, right?
everybody, yeah, whole America, bro, the president, everyone, bro, and it's like that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt, bro. That's embarrassing, bro.
I know a lot of the Drake fans were upset. I don't know if you follow DJ Academics, but apparently he was like trying to leak the set list before Kendrick. Like he was supposed to like sabotage it or something. Like I don't know. He's a big Drake
Wow.
fan, but it's just like, bro, like I don't know. It's just I saw Drake come back. He was like did like a concert in
Yeah.
Canada. He had like the bullet holes in his sweater. It's like he got shot or something. Like, bro, come on. Like
That's lame.
it's rough, bro. And it just shows like anybody could take a L. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're Drake
Doesn't.
status, you could if you done some stuff, bro, it's gonna come out and that's what happened. And I don't know if it's like humiliation thing or whatever, but it's just like, yeah, that's what it is. It's like crazy.
Got roasted, bro. I mean,
Bad.
I feel like Drake can come back. You know, like I always say, man, people have a short memory. By the summer, if Drake has a banger and Kendrick doesn't have anything, Drake will be back on top. People will be like, "Oh, you know what? I actually like Drake." So
Mhm.
it's like he got a lot of writers, bro, and I don't know. So I'm just like, Kendrick might disappear for the next 5-6 years, dude, and then Drake, that guy's a machine. And he's still got a big fan base, bro. A lot of people don't give a fuck about this beef, to be honest with you. Like,
Mhm.
like a lot of people don't give a shit that it's like good music, and
Right.
I'm kind of like the same. I don't give a fuck. Like all these, more than half these motherfuckers are just they're fake anyway. They ain't real gangsters or whatever. I just like you come out with a banger, I'm gonna play it. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't unless you're fucking Diddy. Even Diddy has some hits, but now I can't really listen to Diddy.
R. Kelly.
But
Nah, hell
R.
no.
Kelly, fuck, dude, R. Kelly had bangers, dog. Bangers. Sometimes I listen to him like no one's around, but
That's rough, bro.
Jesus,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, it's hard, especially when got some people who are like made great music, but they did some stuff in their personal life, and it's like it's hard to cancel that out, So
yeah. I
it's
mean,
rough.
till Drake gets really exposed, if he's really messing with minors, of course, yeah, I'm not. I won't fucking play his music, but
Yeah,
I don't lie, dude. Like I was a fucking. I still am a Drake fan, dude.
yeah.
There's some
Everybody was
songs I
bumping
like.
that shit in like 2016,
Yeah,
2020.
man.
He always had these hits, Hotline Bling, doing all this crazy.
Yeah,
Like it's like, bro.
yeah.
But it is crazy to see like, yo, everybody's just like, yo, K dot. That's what we rolling
All of
with,
a
man.
sudden,
Yeah,
yeah, and then J. Cole just kinda disappeared. He's like, "I don't want the smoke. I'm out."
yeah, yeah. We haven't
Fool's
heard from
right
J. Cole in a long time, but
fool's
it
out
is
there.
cool that the rap game is coming back up a little bit. It felt like it's been like dead for a while. Like we'd see all these artists come up from like, and then I don't know. It's been kind of dull, but now we've got more conversation talking about it, which is good.
Yeah, the YNs, what's the next move? I mean, some of them kind of falling off. I mean, but I don't know. You just never know who's gonna be the next thing. Then you got this like random artist popping up. You never like Ice Spice was hot for a while, and then she's kind of like people forgetting about her.
Yeah,
And it's like who's gonna have longevity in the game? You know what I mean? You
it's
got
hard to have
Kodak Black,
longevity. It's hard to
Kodak
have
Black.
longevity.
So like Kodak Black, bro, the fool's all perked out in the
Eating
street
chicken.
eating chicken, bro. I'm just like, fuck. But Kanye's gonna go visit him, huh? Try to get him right.
I did see that. There's definitely an interesting duo, especially right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it does seem like Kodak was like in his prime, like 2015, 2016, and then drugs. I mean, they could take a big toll on your life, and addiction's a real thing. So maybe get some help, get some just some stuff out there. Just because if you're rapping, you're talking about this lifestyle, it's hard to rap about stuff that you're doing, and if you're not doing it anymore, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like what probably the case is and the people he's around. But it's kind of unfortunate to see, though, seeing successful people with millions of dollars, um, still struggling. Personally, it
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah, yeah. Um, what was I gonna say? But yeah, Kanye, man. I mean, it's like it's hard for me to defend this guy, man, because Kanye is like one of my favorite artists, and
Hmm.
you know, he's been saying a lot of bullshit, a lot of like racist things, and then his merch is fucking insane, bro. Like it's like he's like, go to easy.com. I go to easy.com. It's a fucking shirt with a fucking swastika on it. I'm just like,
Oh,
bro,
that
what
was
the?
a Super Bowl commercial. I know he did,
Yeah, yeah. And I
but
went
he's
there and it was
that's
yeah,
insane, bro. Like,
it's
how is
like
that even legal?
how's that legal? Like, I don't know, bro. It's like it's crazy. Then he's got the Sean John shirts, which I had in high school, but it's like you can't wear that now, bro. Like, can't no
What
wear
is
no.
that? I don't even know
Oh,
what
it's
is it.
Diddy. It's Diddy's brand. He used to have a brand called Sean John.
What?
I don't know why it's called Sean John, bro. Don't even ask me. Or
Yeah, yeah.
maybe is
Okay.
that his real name? Sean Combs?
Sean
Maybe.
Combs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. Um, but yeah, he had that in when I was in high school, early 2000s, and
Hmm.
he had some banger clothes. Don't get me wrong. He had some cool jackets and whatever. But then like you think about it, he had another line of clothes. It was called Bad Boy, and that like think of the name. That's kind of like sus, bro. Oh, I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. Like
Yeah, that's
that's kind of
that's terrible.
what, bro. That's
Yeah.
kind of sus, bro. So I don't know. He had us buying that fucking shit, but yeah, it's crazy.
I
But
saw you posting some of that FUBU drip, bro. Like I used to like go
do you have a
thrifting.
FUBU?
I used to have like a FUBU sweater, bro.
Oh no way.
Like a big old like kind of jacket. But yeah,
That's
the
cool.
old school style, man, it's still fly, bro. I like how it looks. I think some of that stuff, bringing back Fetty Wap and the old school kind of takes. So I mean,
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
I think that stuff is gonna come back to style. But I never actually heard of that brand before. But
Yeah, Sean John was dope. I
Sean
ain't gonna lie.
Jones,
I had a fucking bomber jacket, Sean John reversible. That shit was tight. Shit
ooh, the
was
reversals
fucking.
are clean.
It was
What am
tight.
I feeling today? Freaking gray inside.
Gray,
Yeah,
gray inside, black on the outside.
nice.
Damn,
That's clean.
that shit was dope. But yeah, FUBU. I had some FUBU pants, shirt, jersey. Those were that was like top tier swag back in the day. Back
Yeah,
day, the
high
drip. If
level
you had that
for
high
sure.
level, but yeah, they wanted 40 for that shirt. I was like, damn, it's kind of high. But I don't know if it was brand new or
Hmm.
how used it was. That's I know it's used, but how used is it? Is there stains on the armpits, bro? Like
Yeah.
it was on grilled, so I don't know. Might get it.
Yeah, I used to sell a bunch of stuff on Grilled. Actually, like I said, I used to thrift and just like resell stuff. Sometimes
Yeah,
I'll
that's
find
cool.
some fire stuff, bro. Like I'll find some like Burberry like designer shirts. Came up, bought them like $3, sold them for like 150. I'm
Holy
like, yo,
shit.
this is clean, but it did get oversaturated after a while. and then there's like you see hella people just pull up to Goodwill,
Yeah,
and it's like, come on, bro, you guys are all from TikTok, bro. It's like, and then it feels like the
yeah.
damn Hunger Games, right, when they let out the bins out, and it's like
Uh,
everybody's. I'm like, this kind of ruined the whole vibe. Was like, oh, just go to Goodwill, you might find some good stuff, you might find some heaters, but now it's just like, play it out. So
um, yeah. I see like Lil Yachty. That fool said he's always on eBay and buying that shit like FUBU and stuff like that. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool, dude. I remember this guy in high school had a FUBU. He had a FUBU jean jacket and it had like this shine on it, like it was like a platinum shine, and he had the
okay.
pants too. He had fucking FUBU pants and the jean jacket, bro. I was like, what the fuck? That shit look crazy. And then this one other little Korean kid, his parents owned a like a little clothing shop, and that fool always had FUBU, dude. He had the fucking FUBU velour jumpsuit.
Damn,
That fool was
okay.
fucking. That fool was just fucking
Swagged
swagged
out.
out. Yeah, that fucking little kid. They used to fuck with him, but I
Uh,
thought he was cool.
yeah, school
I
is
was like,
like a time to flex on. Like if you had like a nice fit, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna flexing on the new pair of sneakers. But it's hard now. It's not like at work or at the you go to jujitsu. It's like you can
the
still bring a fit, but it's not the, yeah. Now it's like the gi, crispy. Everybody could tell when someone has like a new gi on. Oh,
mm.
that fool's got it on. He's got it on.
Yeah, at work. It's funny, man. I work in the medical field. Fools and the nurses and the guys, they be flexing like scrubs, fig scrubs. Those are like the best top tier.
The
And
hierarchy,
then
the scrubs.
yeah, or you gotta wear the Hokas or the fucking on clouds or some shit. That's a flex in the hospital, bro. If you don't wear those, they look at your shoes and they're just like, "What the fuck are you wearing? Like, why don't
That's
you have
crazy.
these?" It's just those two, maybe New Balance, and I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah,
I've
it's
been to
kind of
those
crazy.
scrub stores actually. Check them out. A bunch of brands, Cherokee,
Yeah,
with some other ones like
Dickies.
Dickies. Yeah, I've seen them, and it's just like, damn, yeah. There is kind of like there's levels, It's like, oh, you got the drip, you got the Lululemon, you got the whatever.
Hmm.
It's like I don't know. It's cool. It's kind of like like in school, you kind of have that same thing, and it's like pretty much everywhere else. It's like a natural process, I guess, of people just like who's has the best stuff, who's like I don't know. It's weird.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man. What else is going on? Fucking news, dude. A lot of crazy
Freaking
shit.
yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Actually, it's hard to pinpoint one
Fucking
thing.
Crone. So with Crone,
Oh,
dude.
Kron Gracie's out there in the wilderness, bro, in the snow. Every time I look at his story, I'm like, okay, what's this guy posting? It's just him with some wood, logging some wood. I'm like,
With the little axe chopping wood. I was like, what's this guy
yeah,
doing, bro? You
he's
can go
like
to
bringing
Smart and
wood up some
Final.
stairs. Yeah, I don't know.
Go get a bundle of wood for $9.99, my guy. Nah, but I understand.
Yeah, I
Might
wonder
be
why he's
rocky.
out there though, because he used to be out there in Santa Monica for like the longest time. He had a gym out there, Ice Cream
Hmm.
Cone Academy. But now he's I think Nebraska. I could be wrong.
Oh my God, Nebraska. That's
I
crazy.
think I think that's where he's at. I could be wrong though. But yeah, he's just out in the snow. And he's like running and I don't know. I don't know what's next for Kron, to be honest.
Who's he? Does he have like a team up there? Like, he probably has some kind of
He I think
gym
he
or.
closed down his gym to
Oh
focus
shit.
on fighting. So I don't even know if he has a fight coming up or if he's training for one. But I have been looking up on Instagram. There has been like some like he's just like running in the snow or chopping wood.
Crazy. I feel like he should go back to like Brazil or something. Just go back
He,
to the homeland and
and
just
just
like,
train with
I don't
Charles
know.
Oliveira, bro. Train over there at
Yeah,
the
that'd be cool. Do Bronx.
they have what is it? Shoot to box. It's like a shoot to box gym. I think Ian Gary trains over there too. I listened to the Charles Oliveira pod on the Jackson podcast,
Oh yeah,
and
I heard some
that
of
that
that.
was that was really good. I enjoyed kind of a story. It's like Charles Oliveira, bro. He used to do these like tournaments, like fighting tournaments. We'd fight like 4 times in a night, and
Damn.
he used to win all of them, which was insane. And then he kind of changed, but he started doing jujitsu, and then he went to like this shoot to box type MMA style, and I feel like he represents kind of the jujitsu kind of evolution because I feel like you have to have really high level jujitsu and then also be able to be super proficient in other arts as well. And I feel like Charles is like the perfect mix of what jujitsu can be. So maybe he goes over there, like right with Kron in Brazil. I know he does speak Portuguese, and I'm sure he has family over there. So it could be an option, but I'm not really sure what's going on with Kron, to be honest.
Yeah, because his posts are just kind of random, and I don't know. I mean, that's how he is, though, bro. Right? He doesn't really talk a whole lot, but yeah, it's kind of weird, man. Just like me being like, I don't know, we're from the desert, bro. Basically, you think
Yeah.
about it, California.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're out in Bakersfield,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, LA. From there, it's fucking desert, bro. And then imagine just like moving to like Nebraska. Like, do they like what the fuck? Does Nebraska even have like what the fuck is in Nebraska, bro? They probably don't even have like DoorDash. Like I don't know. I just picture it
Probably
as
not.
like a
Yeah.
little town. Just they don't not many resources. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool. I guess to isolate yourself for that little while. Like I know Kanye went to like Wyoming, and you know he right. I think Wyoming made an album. I mean, I guess you get to really focus on yourself. I know Post Malone did something like that similar.
Right.
Uh, where not Idaho. I don't know. He moved somewhere out
It's
there, but
isolation, right? Just like
isolated. So get your mind right. Get away from like. I mean, he wasn't even that fucking famous. I don't want to say he was fucking, you know, but yeah, interesting cat. But damn, I mean, it's like when you have so much family in jujitsu, it's like, well, don't you want to be around them? But
right.
I don't really know the whole story, bro. I mean,
He might.
is he
I don't
like the
know.
black sheep? You
I
feel like
think
he's
he
a
might.
black sheep?
I feel like he is like he's not really, entertaining kind of like the media, or like the social media route. Like he'll just like repost clips like of funny clips online and stuff. But I'm not sure what the situation is because he was supposed to do CJI last year. But he was like focused on MMA, and I feel things like 36, 37. So if he does still fight, it's gonna be like a few more before it's like too late to get a few more in. But seems like he's still on the active roster. No one has like officially cut him, but there's other organizations as well. Got that PG, was that PGL?
PFL.
PFL, got some other organizations. He might sign over there. He did a fight in Ryzen too, so he could go back to Japan. Kind of where his dad fought most of his fights is in Japan. So, you know, it's just tough to say, especially over there. It's not like there's a bunch of MMA scene over there in Nebraska. So
Crazy, bro. But yeah, man. What else you got over here, man?
Jackson podcast took down the freaking Bryce Mitchell pod, bro.
Damn, I didn't even finish it all. Did you
I
finish
watched
it?
a little bit. No, I saw Bear grilling Bryce Mitchell. I mean, he did say some crazy stuff, so of course he's gonna grill him. But they brought him on there just to grill him, and he couldn't even speak. So I think that's why they took it down. I saw the comment section; everybody all the comments that I seen, everybody's like upset at Bear.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, why are you gonna bring someone on? Not let him talk." So I think maybe that's why they did get a lot of like negative feedback. But I mean, it's crazy ass subject, so it's just like, yeah, of course. I mean, it's hard to give a platform to that.
Yeah, dude. So what do you think? Like, was it worth interviewing him? Was it worth even getting him on
I don't think they
to
should have
do
had him
that?
on.
Like, yeah, that was so awkward, bro.
It, yes.
It's it's like imagine like you have a homie that was your homie and like you're like, all right, man, let's go fucking let's go have dinner.
Mhm.
And, like you're with a group of friends and he's just there and you just start talking all this shit to him and you're like, all right, we don't want to talk about that anymore. Let's just have dinner right now. So how's the NBA? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like and he's just there and you're just like now you got to spend another hour with him.
I guess he
It's
kept on
more
bringing it up. Like he said, "We're not here to give you a platform or to speak on this." And
yeah.
then Bear, he would bring up the thing again, and just like
Yeah.
it's
It's
like
like
bringing a
controlling
homie, and
your
yeah.
y- oh wait, what are you gonna say? Like bring your homie. What'd you say?
Oh, you're just saying like you're gonna bring like with your example, you're gonna bring your homie to dinner, and then you're just gonna you're gonna talk all about him, and it's like, oh, let's just enjoy the dinner, and then you keep on bringing it up. It's like that doesn't make sense.
True, true. And then I feel like Bear is still new to podcasting, right? So it's
Mhm.
like when you have something controversial like that, you gotta keep it together, bro. Like you gotta like you got to know how to interview him. Like, hey, we're interviewing. Say we got to interview Diddy, and it's like, all right, we're trying to make our content. But if you start out by like, yeah, so what the fuck are you doing with all that baby oil, man? Like, you start grilling him, and he's like, why
Yeah,
the fuck
no,
am I
it's
here?
not it.
Like, you got to know how to like navigate in that interview, because it could have been a million view episode, you know, and like depending on where you want to take it, they could have did the whole interview and then after be like, hey, you know what, like that, and let him know off camera. But I feel like they could have carried that interview a little different, or just not do it at
Or
all.
just
But
toss it. Just toss
yeah,
if you felt like it wasn't like if we say we have someone on and it doesn't if it's the vibes aren't right, everything's
yeah,
going off, it's awkward, just make another one. Just like record another one. You don't have to post it. And they made a
yeah,
decision to post it and then they took it down. So it's just
yeah. That
like
was.
it's crazy. I know a lot of people probably screen record. I saw some clips online. I mean, it's just rough, the whole situation with all the stuff going on. It's like hard to even pick a topic just because there's so much stuff going on.
But then it makes Jackson podcast look bad, because there's a lot of
Right.
people who watch it and are like, oh, so now you guys aren't about freedom of speech. Those people. So they're gonna kind of judge Jackson for taking it down too. Like you said, like people are gonna, hate on Bear or whatever. Um, but yeah, dude, that shit was fucking crazy, man. I thought they were gonna jump him or something. I was like, dude, are they
Yeah.
gonna jump Bryce Mitchell? Like,
Yeah.
and then Rampage is like, I'm a flat earther too. I was like, what the fuck? Like, he threw me off of that shit. I was like, dude, what?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of MMA people are like flat earthers, or even jujitsu practitioners. They'll think about like the spectrum or question a lot of things, right? And I think it's good to question things, but at the same time, if you're gonna be speaking about stuff, it's like you can't be speaking like it's like like you're the only one who knows the secret sauce. It's like it's just an idea. You could think of like, oh, if the Earth is flat, but
Mm-hmm,
it's not like you're like the president of the flat Earth and representing the whole nation or something. It's just like it's different.
mm-hmm. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so I
But
thought that was pretty interesting. It was kind of awkward on Bryce Mitchell's part too. He's like, "Yo, like, can I even say anything?" But
anytime you'd start talking, to be like, no, I'm not gonna let you do that on here. Just give you a platform for that.
yeah, no, just toss the pod, get a new guest,
Yeah.
bro. Don't. Yeah,
Hey,
that's.
did
Mhm.
did you see the pod with
Yeah,
Masvidal
Jorge.
and Jorge Masvidal? Yeah, and
Yeah,
then Masvidal was like, "Hey Bear, I seen you out there training." He's like, "You see me out there training?" And he fucking like breaks a chair or some shit.
yeah.
He always does that, huh? Like, that shit was
I
funny,
don't get
dude.
it. I don't get. I mean, what it's like when someone sees him train, he goes crazy, or like, what does that even mean?
I guess because a pro fighter sees you. I don't know. I guess he took it as like, oh, he's giving me respect. He's like, you see me
Oh,
out
okay,
there?
okay, okay,
I don't
okay.
know.
That makes
You
sense.
see
But
me out there?
it's insane that he does train with like he was training with Alex Pereira, who was like boxing with these guys. It's like not a lot of people get to do that, so it's crazy getting to see what like the MMA podcast realm. You can meet some of these fighters and maybe you can have some sparring. Maybe you could roll with some of these guys. Like, cool.
You can. Shit's crazy, dude. But what else we got going on today, man?
We got some training later
Just
today.
been jujitsu training.
Yeah, I'm thinking of just like taking my training a little bit differently because I feel like I've been going through like the motions for like the past year, just going to training. I feel like I need to start, um, taking some jujitsu like having jujitsu homework. I feel like that has like a effect on taking training like a certain way, like mindset wise. I feel like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna work on this, I'm gonna work on that, understand the technique, and then like take some notes or look at your roles from the past. I feel like that can make a big difference. I feel like I'm not doing that enough personally,
Mm,
and I want to start implementing some more, like maybe taking some more notes, some understanding of what does what, why do we do this, and type stuff. So I think that's what I'm thinking about right now as we're recording this.
that's cool, man. I mean, for me in jujitsu right now,
Hmm.
I just gotta, I guess, go train, see how my back feels. I mean, I feel pretty good right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have been watching some stuff on YouTube, but I don't take notes after. That's for sure. Um, yeah, it's kind of like they're teaching us some stuff there, but it's like, should we be watching other things too? You know what I mean? Like, not a whole lot of different stuff, but you're like, all right,
Mm.
they're doing whatever, they're doing De La Hiva, but like, all right, should I see how to get out of side control too? Should I watch a video on that? But I haven't really seen, because you talk about those training videos that are like 6 hours long or whatever.
Yeah, the
But
instructional. Yeah.
I haven't seen any instructionals like that yet. But who knows, man? I mean, shit, you may benefit. I mean, you can't watch it all at one time, but I mean, I think there's a lot of benefit in that if you really dive deep into like why. I know Danaher breaks it down where I can understand, and he tells you like why you do certain things
Yeah.
and he'll be like he'll give you examples of who uses it. So
Hmm.
like the examples he gives, he name drops somebody in jiu-jitsu. He's like, all right, this person likes to use the half guard, and you're like, oh, you can take a note. I'll watch this guy how he uses half guard in tournaments, and then like you're kind of like, so you have an instructional, but then also you have like an example in real
Yeah.
life of somebody actually using that and it working.
Right.
So that's
That
what
makes
I want to work on. Yeah,
For sure. And I think it's like school kind of. It's like homework. Like you go to class, that's a lesson. You have to go home. You do the homework. You like kind of figure um, what you're doing, and then kind of looking up the techniques. And I think that that would benefit you and your teammates. You have more understanding of how you are yourself, and then able to implement that the next time you go train. So I do think there's pros and cons with looking stuff up online, just because there's so much content. It's like, are you getting the best content? Are you getting the content that's for you? But probably just asking questions. Even like with our school, Gracie Baja, like we have like online stuff. Like you could break down like the weeks and the techniques, and you could absorb it even more before you go into class, and then
true.
you'd be locked in, be ready to go.
I was thinking like, do you think anybody in jujitsu like, say they learn the De La Hiva,
Hmm.
they write they write like a fucking, I don't know, a couple paragraphs on it, like what De La Hiva is, why we do it,
Probably, I would think so. It's
word
like
for word.
I think
You
you have to
like
be like
home
kind of
like
a nerd.
yeah. Imagine Mikey Musumeci, that fool writes a fucking essay on like why De La Hiva is for me, and it's fucking.
I wouldn't be
Sometimes
surprised.
like you said in school, like you write about a fucking subject, like fucking climate or something. Like I had to
Hmm.
do some shit in school, and like I learned a lot about the climate. You know what I mean? Climate change. I would write a whole essay about it, and then you start picking up all this other stuff.
Hmm.
You're like, oh shit! Like, I mean, yeah. Imagine you dove that deep into like armbar and armbar defense. Like, you just like wrote a fucking essay, watched hella videos, and like, who knows, bro? It's like,
I think
will you become
teaching
that
is
much better?
Yeah, even teaching others does help you implement some of that stuff where like you don't even consciously think about what you're doing, but once you teach someone else, then you're just like, oh, then you're able to understand it in a deeper way. So I think that's why so many people do instructionals too, to understand it, to understand the moves, to understand the counters of the moves. I think that's why it's such a big thing where people are like, oh, technique breakdown, because when they do a technique breakdown, they'll get some feedback from it. They'll be like, oh, this works this way, and it opens the door to like improving that technique.
Hell yeah, yeah, man. I was kind of like doing that, um, just at my house with the dummy, just like
Hmm.
I would just like break something down. Like I would do an instructional that's never gonna come out just on the dummy, just to like, you know what I mean? Because you have a way of like doing it in your head and just doing the move, but then
Right.
trying to explain the move could be difficult for some. Some are really
Hmm.
good natural teachers, but like I was seeing if I could like explain it. I
Right.
was doing like an arm bar and I would just film myself doing it just
Nice.
to like, and also just have a understanding to check myself to see why I do certain things. Like, because sometimes you just do what they tell you, but do you know why you're doing it? Like, you know what I mean? Do you know why your
Exactly.
hands going in certain areas?
Hmm.
So I'm just like, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, it's crazy how technical fucking jujitsu is, bro. Like it's so technical, bro. It's like basketball too, dude. Just like the footwork and man,
There's so
it's
many
all
details.
it's nuts, bro. It's like how can anyone ever even perfect uh jujitsu? And it's like I feel like most have like a handful of moves, 3 or 4 moves that they just do all the time, and it just you can't stop it. But it's like impossible to to know everything, dude. It's like,
Yeah,
it's a trip. It's a trip, bro.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I think we're wrapping things up. Gotta head out in a little bit, but appreciate you guys for tuning in, listening, and yeah, just be ready for next week. I'm not sure. Do we have a UFC event this next Saturday?
I don't know, man.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so. Yeah, we'll check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we'll wrap it up and catch you on the next one. Like, subscribe. We
Yes,
out.
sir.
We're gonna go train.
Let's get it. Boha. Let's go.